Once again, the field was littered with Kardashians. I mean, if you want to lower the quality of your event in one fell swoop, just invite them all, which is what Anna Wintour does every year. From Kim to Kylie to Kendall, take your pick. They're there. And their mere presence, whether it's your Met Gala or your fake space launch, will undermine the gravity, shall we say, of your event and the seriousness with which any of us can take it. They're the OG nude fashionistas, though they were clothed last night. Here's Kim in her weird little witch's hat and her incredibly tight outfit, because that's all she ever does. But at least she was not showing us, at least last night, her vag. The Halle Berry choice, Stu, I'm sorry, but it marks like a new low. So, okay, Shakira showed us her vag at a Super Bowl a couple of years ago. So did J-Lo. And now you've got Halle Berry, who's, I mean, truly, I think, accepted as one of the world's most beautiful women. Look at this. Yeah. This is a close-up, forgive me, of the Side-Pube. We got Side-Pube on the right and the left. And the thing that makes me so upset about this is any woman could do this. All right. Now, by the way, Halle Berry, not for nothing, but she's put on probably about 10 pounds. So maybe this wasn't the night to bust out the Side-Pube. But okay, it's fine. But does your Lisa think, if you brought her to the, let's say, radio and television correspondence dinner, that if she showed Side-Pube, she couldn't make a headline or two? Literally every woman listening to me right now and every man who has a daughter or a wife or a sister knows that if they put their loved one in a Side-Pube dress, they would get attention. They'd get clicks. They'd wind up maybe even on the Megyn Kelly Show, but not for the right reason. And Halle Berry has some sort of a complex where it's never enough. Her natural gorgeous skin, her natural gorgeous looks, her natural gorgeous breasts for that matter, it's not enough. You've got to go full pube because everybody has to outdo each other. You know, once Bianca Censori's been out there, right? Like, that's the new standard. Or that Emily Ratajkowski, whatever her name is, she's half naked all the time. This is the new, and like, we lose a little dignity as a society every time one of our actual stars buys into this.
Yeah, you're totally right on that. And Halle Berry, right? This is an Oscar award winner, right? Like this is someone who's not just some lady, right? Like she is, as you point out, kind of generally agreed upon as one of the, the world's most beautiful women. And she's going through this. It's totally unnecessary for her, but it does play into, I think, the societal pressures and I don't want to say pressures as if she should be giving into them. I'm just saying that, like, the incentives of our world right now seem to be lined up this way. It's why so many people are on Instagram, flaunting their cleavage to get clicks. It's why, I mean, it's a very long road that leads to the British woman on OnlyFans having sex with 100 men in a day, right? It's the same road. We're all there. We're all looking at this same path where it just cheapens everything about who we are. I mean, she's an accomplished actress. She is, was at the top of her field at one point. There's no need for her to do this. She doesn't need to be the new starlet who's showing lots of skin to try to get attention. There's no need for it. But there seems to be this desire to constantly to constantly escalate that part of humanity. Like, sexuality is part of humanity. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's not designed to be something that's thrown all over close-up shots on the Megyn Kelly Show. That's not it's not what it's supposed to be, Megyn.
Remember Chrissy Teigen showed her underwear at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. She was considered a, quote, star who went to that thing a year or two ago. She showed her underwear there. I don't get it. Like, there's a time and a place for a sexy photo. I'm not against that. I'm truly not like a prude. But it's very weird to choose to show, instead of like your shoulders or like some cleavage, some like, tasteful amount of cleavage, to go well beyond that into showing, again, the Side-Pube, which has now become a new thing. The pandering to the BLM crowd was over the top. May I read you? I mean, this is unbelievable. If the GOP did this, Vogue and the New York Times would be apoplectic about it. Listen to the menu that they served last night at what was basically the Black Met Gala. Delicacies like papaya piri-piri salad, cucumbers with Caribbean green seasoning, Creole chicken with lemon emulsion, BBQ collard greens with bacon, cornbread with a honey curry butter, and a dessert named Bodega Special Cosmic Brownie. I'm sorry, but this is making me uncomfortable because the black people like chicken and they like Caribbean green seasoning, the Creole chicken they like collard greens with bacon and cornbread. This is like, so the left, Anna Wintour can do this kind of pandering because she got a panel of black advisors, all black advisors. Oh, and they want us to know they met at the Apollo Theater in Harlem to plan this. And she's gotten their imprint, Stu, so it's fine for her to charge $75,000 for some Creole chicken and collard greens because she's having the Black Met Gala. But you tell me if anybody right of center served that menu at an event meant to honor Black Americans, they'd get fucking killed. That's time for Forgive Me.
Number 4. We're setting new records here. I bring out the best in you, Megyn. I think there is you're completely right, by the way. Imagine if a conservative decided to support that menu at an event where you put, again, who would even put black in the title of an event? I don't even understand the mindset that would lead you to that very small part of all of this. There's I think it was Curb Your Enthusiasm episode where Larry and JB Smoove were in line and he wants to buy watermelon. Yes. And he's trying to get himself to, it's okay that you actually like watermelon, right? And Larry David's like, it's okay. Watermelon's delicious. It's okay to order a black man to buy a watermelon. It's okay. It's a very funny scene, but it does sort of attract like attention to this bizarre thing where we take foods and assign them to races and cultures. Like that's part of culture, right? It is. There's nothing wrong with enjoying a particular food. And it's really more about the way the media and the left has done this over the years. Instead of just saying, like, you know what, like, I don't know, maybe white people like certain food. I have a friend who always tells me that white people are the only people who like mayonnaise. I don't know if that's true. That's what he always tells me. Ew. But like,
why does that have to be ours?
It's true.
I know. It's the one thing that we have. Why do we get stuck with mayonnaise? Why couldn't we get watermelon? That's better.
No, but it's delicious and it's healthy.
Anyway, it's just so ridiculous. And then they want us to know it was a black chef who came up with the menu. So Anna Wintour is not racist.
Hands off. We're okay.
It's just so it's 5 years late, right? Like we're done with this. Blacks, Hispanics, Indians, they're done with this. They all voted for Trump in record numbers because, in part, they wanted to put a stop to this dividing us by race nonsense. This July, there is a global summit of BRICS nations in Rio de Janeiro. The bloc of emerging superpowers, including China, Russia, India, and Iran, are meeting with the goal of displacing the U.S. dollar as the global currency. They're calling this the Rio Reset, as BRICS nations push forward with their plans. Some worry global demand for U.S. dollars will decrease, bringing down the value of the dollars in your savings. While this transition won't happen overnight, the Rio Reset could mark a pivotal moment. So learn if diversifying your savings into gold is right for you. Birch Gold Group can help you move your hard-earned savings into a tax-sheltered IRA in precious metals. Claim your free info kit on gold by texting MK to the number 989898. With an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and tens of thousands of happy customers, let Birch Gold arm you with a free, no-obligation info kit on owning gold before July and the Rio Reset. Text MK to 989898 today. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.